Hello everyone, let's write a C++ program where we're going to declare a multiple variables. First go to File, New, Empty File. So start the program with the header file, hash include iostream. So this is the header file. So what do you mean by header file? So header file means it is a header file library that lets us work with input and output objects such as cout or cin, etc. Okay, so header file adds a functionality to our program. Next, using namespace std. So std means the standard. So why do we write this using namespace std? We write using namespace std so that we can use names for the objects and the variables from the standard library. So next is main function. So we know that while writing a program we need a main function. So to declare a main functions, first we need to write the type of that main function. Suppose this main function type is of int type. Okay, so I type it here int, then the main function. And we know that a main function has a body. So inside the body now we are going to declare a multiple variable. So before declaring a multiple variable, we need to write the data type for this variable. Suppose our data type for this variable is int, that is integer type. Okay, so we need to write int. Now next is we need to write the name for the variables. So name of the variables you can give anything according to the questions. Okay, so let's in this example let's give the variable names like x, y, z. Okay, so these three are the variables names and their data type is integer type. Let me give the comment here as well. X, y, z. Variable name and the data type is integer type, so int. Okay, fine. So now here you see there are like three variables which I have declared here. Okay, and in this variable you can also you can give the value if you want. Suppose if I want to give the value for each variable, then I'll write it here equal then the value for this variable. Suppose the value for this variable is 5. Likewise you can give for the other variable as well, 10, 20. Okay, so next is cout. So here you see cout. So what do you mean by the cout? You see here this C here stands for character. Okay, and the out means the output. Therefore cout means character output. So this cout is used along with the insertion operator. Okay, in order to display a stream of character. So insertion operator looks like this symbol. Okay, now next step is I want to suppose I want to add all these values. Okay, all these values. So what do we do here is we write the variables names instead of this value. We do not write like 5 plus 10 plus 20. We will write the name of the variables. So name of the variables here are x, y, z. So I'll write it here x plus y plus z. Okay, that's semicolon. And semicolon here it means it is the end of this statement, end of this particular line. Here also semicolon. Next is the return 0. So why do we write return 0? Because our main function is of int type. That means this main function is going to return some values. That's why we write the return 0. Or else you can just say this means the end of this main functions. Also you can say like that. Okay, so in C++, this return 0 is actually an optionals. it depends, like whether you do, even if you don't write, the compiler, it will automatically take this return 0 from the program. Okay, and next is like, okay, our program is done. So before we compile, we need to save it. So to save, we just click Control S, or you can go to File and Save File, and then you can give the name for this file. You can give any name. Suppose file name is like file dot cpp. Cpp is the extension for C++. Now you see this file has a name, that is file.cpp. So now we can run. So before running, we need to compile it. Okay, so to compile, we go to build, then compile current file. Okay, we don't have any error here. So okay, why do we do this compile actually? This compilations of this program, actually when we do this compile, that means it transform a program, this program which are written in a high level programming language from source code into object code. Okay, that's why this compilation is important. You have to do it. So next, since we didn't get any error, now you can run this program. So to run the program, you can either click here or go to build and click to just run. So this is the output 35. Here you see my value, x plus y plus z. That means 5 plus 10 plus 20 gives 35. So this is how we can write a simple C++ program where you can declare a multiple variable. Thank you.